miss my brother Bobby. I really do. We used to play together all the time. He was 2 years younger than me, so we always did whatever he wanted to do. One time, my dad helped us build this tree house. It was huge. At least, I think it was. Or I thought it was then. I mean, I know now it wasn't. And it was like barely off the ground, sticking out from this split in a gnarly old tree trunk in our backyard. So we could come and go as we pleased without mom or dad worrying about us falling. I remember when I wanted to be alone, I'd sneak out there and just sit by myself and think. Think about all the things I'd like to do one day. I don't remember what kinds of things. Maybe marry a prince, like a Disney princess. I don't know. I was 8. I was the thinker, just quiet all the time. Contemplative, I guess. Wondering, what would it be like to have a puppy instead of a brother? What would it be like to live in a mansion or to fly in an airplane or just fly on my own like Superman in one of my brother's comic books? I never understood why they were called comics. They're not very funny. At least none of my brothers were. I had a few of my own, mostly Wonder Woman. I lost most of them. My dad would buy me Wonder Woman when he bought my brothers Superman or Captain America or whoever. I guess he was being sexist. Or was it empowering for me to read about a girl who could be a hero and beat the crap out of the bad guys? And bad girls too. Wonder Woman had a female enemy. She dressed like a cat. The cheetah, I think. So girls could be heroes or they could do bad stuff. Not like in fairy tales where the girls were always getting saved. So I guess it was a good thing my dad bought me those comic books. He bought me other things too, like Barbies and video games and my dolls. But that day, my brother and I were stretched out on our bellies reading comic books in the treehouse. Well, I was reading them. My brother was only 5, so he was just looking at the pictures. He got the words when my dad would read them to him. Then he fell asleep. His cheek resting on top of the page, and he was drooling all over it. It was so nasty. When I finished reading the one I was working on, I just kind of sat up for a while, thinking like I did when I was there alone. I don't remember what I was thinking about. Sometimes I remember it one way, sometimes I remember it another. But what I did, I'll always remember. I eased out of that treehouse as quiet as I could so I wouldn't wake my brother up, and I gathered all the twigs and branches I could find. Then I got all the newspaper out of the recycle and I piled them with the twigs and the branches under the treehouse floor. Then I got my dad's pistol-shaped lighter. He used it for the grill. He seemed to love grilling like burgers and steaks or whatever. Couldn't get it at first. It took me a minute to figure out that you had to push the little button on top of the pistol and pull the trigger at the same time to get the fire to shoot out the end. Then I lit the newspapers on fire. It burned so quick, and the little black bits flew up and floated around like fireflies made of real fire. Then it spread to the twigs and the branches, and the fire grew so strong that there was no way it was going to go out. Sometimes I remember thinking I wanted to be the hero, rushing in and saving my brother's life and him loving me for it. My mom and dad too, loving me even more than they already did because I was the hero who saved my brother's life. Other times, though, I I remember being tired. Tired of always having to play whatever stupid game he wanted to play because he was the baby. Tired of seeing him curled up in my dad's lap, being read to. Tired of him like I was tired of my comics and my Barbies. I miss him sometimes, though. He'd be grown now, with a family of his own. But at least I have the memories. Memories of us playing together. Memories of us reading those comics side by side. Memories of us riding our bikes and playing video games. Memories of him screaming when the heat and smoke woke him up. Memories of the flames climbing the walls of the treehouse. Memories of those screams turning into coughs. Mixture of both, really. Memories of not hearing those screams and coughs anymore. Memories of seeing that destructive fire that was a creation all my own. All mine. My dad never bought me anything really after that. I mean, he bought me stuff a dad has to buy, but no fun things.